Y'all, I am so behind on the Baddies. Well, I'm not so behind, so let me take it back. I have not watched the latest episode, but I did want to talk about the previous episode when Summer, when they actually showed the full fight between Summer and Chrisean, and I just wanted to say that I definitely was just, again, disgusted with Summer's behavior. I mean, what's the surprise there? She even got into it with Mariah and Anna, and mostly Mariah. And I want Mariah to stop fighting her, because at this point it's just become too much or whatever. And Mariah, we all know, is not the best fighter, but she's not a punk, so she's gonna fight. But also, the main thing I wanted to highlight about that previous episode before I get into the new is that I don't know how I'm feeling about your girl Chrisean. And I say your girl because a lot of y'all be excusing Chrisean and trying to validate her behavior or the things she say. And for me, I am much older than Chrisean, as well as Tasiki, but I'm very much older than Chrisean. I just see differently, you know. My wise eyes see differently, because to me, Chrisean is not fully credible in everything that she says. So it's not black or white. A lot of people view Chrisean and Tasiki and even their situation as a black white. It's not, oh, if this happened, then this is that, or if that happened, this is that. It's so much gray between. And even with Chrisean and her credibility, there is definitely a lot of gray in between the things she says and does. While some do not care for Blueface, I don't personally care for Blueface either. However, there are some things that Blueface told the truth about when it comes to Chrisean. It shows in other ways that some of the things he said was true. Let me get back focused on my issue with Chrisean right now, because Chrisean always calls people out for wanting to gain clout off of her, wanting to have a storyline, and all these things. However, Chrisean does just that, you know, and I think it frustrates me that people don't see that. She was arguing with DJ Sky. First of all, you wait until y'all are on the bus. Again, this is what we see. You wait until y'all are on the Baddies bus to bring up an issue that you have with your friend. Okay? She's supposedly your friend. So you bring up an issue with your friend in front of other people. That's a big no-no for me. If you have a problem with me, we should have been talks. You got my number. Hell, I believe they might be even in the same hotel room for this season, right? So why are you waiting until we get on a bus full of people to confront me about anything as your friend? Okay? Then not only do you confront me in front of other people, you start challenging me. You start like coming at me like you want smoke, like you want us to fight. Your friend. This is your friend. And you're upset about something she did how long ago? Because she's talking about when she got her tattoo covered on her neck. If I'm not mistaken, she is upset with that girl for recording when she got her neck tattoo covered up. Y'all, how long ago was that when Chrisean got her neck tattoo covered up? I almost want to say it's damn near a year if it hasn't already been a year. Why are we just now talking about this on Baddies? Why are we just now addressing this issue in front of other people? Why is this now all of a sudden a thing? All evidence to me that shows Chrisean was looking for a storyline. She wanted it to transition from her and her sister. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely for no longer showing her and her sister, you know, going through whatever. But we're not going to use our quote-unquote friends to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, that tells me she was never your friend. It was another way she could have dealt with that. Privately, you know? But my problem with Chrisean is that she does not do anything privately. Nobody is safe when Chrisean is mad. And if you listen closely, Tasiki has said this. She said when Chrisean gets mad, she does shit online. You know what I'm saying? When she gets mad, that's not okay. consistently, Chrisean has put Tasiki's business out. Not even about the allegations that Chrisean has brought upon her. Okay? We're not talking about that. I'm talking about that girl's past life, about her being an exotic dancer previously and being allegedly sexually assaulted. That's not shit you share online about your sister. That's not what you do. And anybody excusing that kind of behavior tells me a lot about those kind of people. You can't preach the word of God and try to convince people that you are this changed individual, but as soon as you get mad, you are back doing the same type of shenanigans that you have been doing. Chrisean uses online as a weapon. Let's look back at the fact when she was upset that Blueface was dealing with somebody, or she heard he was dealing with somebody back when they were doing Crazy in Love, and how she thought it was okay to expose their sex recording out of anger, out of being mad. You know what I'm saying? She has told Tasiki's business so many times, spoken on that girl's children, her relationship. Like, she's done too much to be calling that girl her sister. For them to have the same mother and father, that is wicked. And for anybody to not see a problem with that and how Chrisean contributes to her demise, then I'm concerned about you. Truthfully. Because I would never approach a friend in front of other people. I don't care if I strongly believe something was true about what that friend did or what I was feeling. I will never, ever, if you were ever a friend to me, your secrets are still with me. If you were ever a friend to me, I'm going to still give you that respect to never put my hands on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of that. But Chrisean is willing to violate and go against anybody who went against her in Blue. Anything that's in connection with Blue, if you notice, Chrisean takes it to the max. Ready to fight people. Oh, she was smiling in my face knowing she was dealing with him, blah, blah. You going to bat for a man. But when it comes to your sister, when it comes to your friends, it ain't nothing for you to throw them away. That's what her behavior has showed me, and that is disturbing. To pick that fight with DJ Scott, listen, I'm not a DJ Scott fan, and I'm not here to be, I'm not really picking sides. I'm just stating what I see to be wrong in the situation. And I see that Chrisean is wrong for approaching her in that manner, and I feel like she is wrong for doing it in front of other people, and I feel like she is reaching. She's trying to refocus things off of her and her sister, and she's trying to put it on something else. But using your friend ain't cool. If you wanted to do that, and if you wanted to really, just let me just get this off my sister. Like, say for instance, if she was just like, let me just take this negativity off of me and my sister's situation, let me just stare at some other shit. She should have did that with Marsh, because that bitch is not her friend. Those two are not friends. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. And even if Marsh was a friend to her at some point, she hasn't been for a while. Because even still, to be so involved in Chrisean and Tasiki's business, Marsh is doing too much. You're now not even looking to be, I don't even look at that as a friend. I look at that as she needs something to do too. She needs some money in her pocket. So she using, she using things to get that done. Like I said, I still don't see how Marcia is Chrisean's friend after getting her face beat in the way she did. I don't care if she did make the choice on her own. She wouldn't have thought about fighting Tasiki if Chrisean didn't say something to her about it. Way back, right? That is my take so far. I will be coming back to you guys to discuss the newest episode. Peace out.